What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Get Wrecked, Bro. This is episode 2, and I'm your host, Killer Ghost. And with me today is a CRL staple, a legend in the CRL community. It's FoolyCooly. What's up, Fooly?
Hey, good man. How are you? Too kind for that intro, bro. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll
I'm
take it.
good. I'm good, brother. Hopefully everything's good with you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start it real quick. Simple questions for now. We'll get to the spice later.
Alrighty.
When did you first start competitive Call of Duty? Like, what was your first Call of Duty you played competitively?
So my first time playing competitive Call of Duty was actually Black Ops Cold War Season 5 of the CRL. I had no competitive experience prior to that. I was like a casual player. Like I was a pub S&D kid. Like me and my friends, we would just play pubs and that's it. And then I actually came across the Rec League on a Twitch stream, and then that's how I got into competitive.
That's great. That's honestly like mind blowing. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's
You
pretty
you
pretty
wouldn't
recently.
you wouldn't be able to tell. Like you're a natural, man.
Oh, thank you, bro. You're so nice, bro. Thank you, man.
um, well, this that leads perfectly into the next question. If you could, get into it a little more, how did you find the CRO?
So I had been watching like a lot of Twitch streamers in Cold War, and just watching people like do like S&D chows and stuff like that, like just to entertain myself. And then I was scrolling through like the recommended channels, and I saw COD Rec League, so I clicked on it. And that actually one of the first games I watched was with Trademarks. It's
Oh
like
wow.
funny enough, one of my teammates now and like a friend of mine in the rec league for a while. And I remember everyone in the chat was going crazy for him, and I was like, I was kind of being annoying. I was just gonna like hella questions because I was like, yeah, this is cool. What is this? And then they sent me like the Discord link, or they put the Discord link in the chat, and yeah, from there,
so
that's how I got into it.
this not in my questions, but so are you a fan of like the regular Call of Duty League? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I also only recently got into CDL with the Cold War. So like people always talk about like all these old players and like how good they used to be in like previous games, and I was never into that. Like a little bit of in Black Ops 2, but I was also like 9 or 10 when I was playing that game. So I didn't really watch a lot of competitives.
okay. Um, Another question off top. You have a favorite team or anything in the Call of Duty League?
Um, right
Favorite
now, like
players?
I love Optic for sure. Like that has to be like hands down one of my favorite teams. I've always liked Scump. Like I've always known who he is even without watching CDL. So I like him because of his personality a lot, and I like Minnesota Rocker as well. They're one of my favorite teams.
Yeah, that one is a. I didn't think there were a lot of Rocker fans, but there is a lot, and they're a decent team, man. But
Yeah.
so next question. In your eyes, how what do you feel was your best Call of Duty game?
Um, I mean, I have to think because I never really played competitively, but I was pretty good at Advanced Warfare. Like I played ranked with my friends a lot when I was in middle school, and like we were pretty good. I used to, and I played on a big TV, but I was still pretty good. I remember I was pretty high ranked, but it's either that or Cold War, to be honest. Like towards the end of Cold War, I was getting a lot better, and I felt more comfortable with the game, and I think that's like one of my that was like the epitome of my skill for that game at least.
Got you. Yeah, I mean that's when you started competitive. So did
Yeah.
you jumped right into where did you start when you started CRL? Bronze, silver, gold?
I did silver mixed with a friend from my high school that he also played COD, and he played for like my university's team. So because of that, I asked him to play with me in silver mixed, and we it was a decent run. We had two cool guys as our teammates. They were super chill, super nice guys, but we were just playing against a lot of like really tough competitors in silver mix at that point. But it was still a lot of fun, and
Yeah,
I've been there ever since.
silver's the pit, man. It's always gonna be the pit.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're recording this before the first game of the season, so I was gonna ask, talk to me about your roster going into the season, how it was formed, and who are your teammates?
Well, in terms of how it was formed, Um, for a little while now, I've kind of been looking for a permanent spot on a team, but I posted like the classic, free agent post. Everybody kind of knows me by now, so I was just waiting to hear from like my friends or people that I was like cool with. And then Sigburn hit me up because Hazy this summer is he's going going somewhere for the summer that he can't play, so they asked me to kind of like fill in that spot. And also Biscuit is out as well. Biscuitus was like on their team as well,
Mm-hmm.
and Trademarks is filling in for him, or we're filling in for the SMGs basically. So currently it's me, Trademarks, Sigburn, and Creature in Gold Pre-Made.
That's a that's a really good team. I can't lie. I've
Yeah,
played against Sigburn and Creature. They're both really good.
yeah, yeah.
So I expect at definitely making the playoffs for sure. That team,
I
but
hope so. We still got a lot to work on, but we're figuring things out, and I have like a lot of confidence in our team, and I feel like we have a lot of potential to make it pretty far.
are you guys in South, Gold North,
We're in Gold North, I'm pretty
and
sure.
what team? You remember what team are you? Like,
Yeah, we're Dallas Flat Tires.
okay, cool.
Hmm.
Speaking of the team names and stuff, if you were able to make your own team name in the CRL, like you could make any team you want. You have an idea of what it would be?
I mean, I've never really thought about it, but like the first thing that came into my mind when you asked this question would be like, because I'm from Miami, like I'm originally from Miami, so I'd be like Miami Menaces or something. I don't
Oh,
know,
I like that. I like that.
gotta shout out my city,
Nah, I like that a lot. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
give it some franchise.
Hopefully somebody from CRL is listening and they maybe for a
Hit me up.
diamond team, that'd be fire.
That'd be pretty fire. Yeah.
Um, so what other games would you like to see the Rec League introduce? Like, I've heard Rocket League. I've heard that they're gonna do Valorant soon. So,
Hmm. Well, I play on console, so the only games that I really play is pretty much Call of Duty or like random kind of like story games that are not really multiplayer. But if they had a Valorant Rec League, I think that'd be pretty cool. I definitely play in that because I used to play the game a lot with my brother, but that was like in the beta of the game, so it'd be a nice opportunity to learn the game and continue to meet more new people in the league and just have a good time.
yeah, I feel like Valorant when they do that, it's gonna be another hit like Halo is.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's like a huge like Valorant community in general, and I know in the rec league there's a ton of people that play Valorant. So if you give them like a space to play competitively, similar to the rec league, then it'll definitely attract like tons of people.
Yeah, definitely. So, we're gonna get to the spicy questions now. We're about like almost
Beautiful.
10 minutes in. So, who's the easiest kill ever on the map? Like, round 11, 1v1, search. You got it in the bag if he's in the other side of the map against you.
Yeah. Yeah, I pride myself on being a nice guy, but I'm gonna have to put that aside for these questions. In terms of the easiest kill, at least from my experience, this is pretty. I'd say it's pretty unbiased. There's just like from my perception of playing against these certain people. I have two in mind. The first one's Aslo, and
Okay.
I'm only saying this because I've mainly played him in Cold War a lot. We've recently been scrimming his team in Vanguard because they're also in Gold, and they're a really good team. But I'd say he's like the easier kill on that team.
Okay.
But nevertheless, he's still solid players. But yeah, I'd say he's a pretty easy kill. And then the next one's Floofy.
Our boy Floofy.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
mean,
Floof.
I never had the experience of playing him until Plat mixed last season that I was thrown in there, and it wasn't an S&D against him. It wasn't around 11, but I remember he kept shouldering me or trying to shoulder me, and like the minute that he, you know, stuck himself out too much, just beamed him off of whatever
Oh
spot he was on, and
man.
yeah. So and then throughout the whole series, I was thinking like, damn, like
Are you
Luffy's an easy
guys
kill, man.
is his team in your division this season or no?
I think they're in South, but
Ah, okay.
if we both make it to the championship,
Oh my god,
then
I hope
yeah, that'd be
so,
pretty
man.
cool.
I
That'd be pretty
hope
cool. Be
so.
some nice competition and finally see that floofy fooly face off.
Um, so on the opposite side, instead of being the easiest kill, who was your hardest opponent, like your greatest opponent?
Hmm. Well, in overall, I like definitely like Zahid or Spice has been one of the challenging ones. Socks, I played him in Gold Makes Trumps, and he was a pain in the butt to take on for sure. In terms of currently like gold pre-made, the few people that I've played in a scrim, there's this guy Stitch on Aslo's team actually. He's very good. He's definitely a challenging opponent, so I'd look out for him for sure.
He sounds that must be his new pickup. He doesn't sound like from his old team that won silver.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I don't know. I don't follow up with the
I
whatever
keep
that
eyes
is.
on some rosters. I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like the people I know, I'll keep an eye on what they're doing and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Like
I
you
got you.
guys, Floofy. I know you guys. You both have a really good roster this season.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
who's someone in CRL who doesn't belong in their division? It could either be like somebody in bronze who should be higher, or somebody higher that should be in bronze.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get people in trouble saying this because I feel like if the mods see this, they're gonna
Nah, it's
use
your
me as
opinion. It's your opinion.
um. Damn, that's kind of a tough one.
I'm more trying to get the other one, the somebody who's in a high division that should be
Yeah,
lower.
yeah, yeah. I know for a fact last season it was like way easier to say that because I played gold pre-made as well last season for like 2 matches and it was insane. But um, I honestly think that Fury's team should be in diamond. Like I'm surprised that they're not in diamond.
I agree, they're really good.
I think that team should definitely be in diamond for sure. I mean, they breezed through gold pre-made, and I'm sure they will. They won't have a tough time in platinum.
Yeah, I
But
agree, they're really good.
man, um, I think that's it to be honest. Like that's the first team that came to my mind.
So what's the toughest team of four you ever faced? Like toughest team you ever faced, basically. Could have been in the finals, could have been regular. It could be even in a scrim, like maybe a pickup team.
There's always those like teams that aren't in the rec league that want to scrim,
Oh yeah, I've seen
and
those before.
you go against them. You play 2 maps, you get 50-point club both times. You're like, yo, we're done, we're done. We'll find someone else.
Yeah, facts.
But again, I would have to say Fury's team. I played them last season in gold pre-made, and they were definitely a tough team to beat. Like their teamwork is what's really like is what's really amazing to be honest because I don't know just the way that they work on the map is pretty insane. Like I remember we played the hard plane with them, and we were pretty like neck and neck, and then we kind of got a good lead, and then like at the very last like rotation they started playing together like extremely well, and kind of catching us off guard at the very end and like coming back pretty hard. But
So
that's it. My bad.
um, now you're good. Um, another question. This one's not a spicy one, but you know, who's your favorite teammate ever?
Uh, I've actually teamed with a lot of people.
You could give me a couple names if you don't want to single
Yeah.
anybody out.
No, no, no. Favorite teammate for sure. I think my silver pre-made North team from Vanguard season one was me, Adecott, Shoku, Wapanese, and Barry. That team was definitely a very cool team.
That's a vibey team. That's a vibey
Yeah,
team right there.
they're they're all good players. I wish we could have stayed like together longer, but things happen and it is what it is. But that's definitely one of my favorite teams. And the team I have now, I think, is probably gonna end up being one of my favorite teams as well because we all get along really well, and they're all extremely talented players. So
Yeah, you got your team right now. You got some grinders, bro. I know
yeah,
Sig and Creature. There's some grinders, man.
yeah, we're all trying to, man. We're all
That's
we're all
good.
trying to
I'm glad. I'm glad.
get
That's a
better.
really good team.
Thank you, man.
Um, are there any teams or players you're looking forward to facing this season?
Definitely Aslo's team again because we scrimmed them and it's been pretty close. So I would like to see how they do in a real match. I don't know if they're north or south or wherever they are, but if we do end up facing them like in a match, that'd be pretty interesting. Um, I would like to play Floofy's team as well because Shoku's on that team. It was like my old teammate and a good friend of mine, and Floofy's on that team, and everyone wants to play Floofy, so it'd be pretty. I think it'd be a pretty fun matchup.
That'll be a good one. You
Yeah,
versus Shoku, and then Floofy there, and then Adcod should be as Adcod go to still, or
I've heard that they're not grinding as much, but
he got a nice
it's
team too,
yeah,
man.
yeah, it's super.
Adcod, Guap, Ice, Matty Ice, and I forgot their fourth. I forgot
I
who was
feel
their
like
fourth.
I feel like if they
They had a
grinded a
nice
lot
team.
more, I feel like if they grinded a lot more, they could be a plat team like easily.
Nah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
They're all very good players.
Next question is, if you owned the CRL for a day, what is one thing you would add or one thing you would take away?
Um, I don't know. I feel like maybe like a scrim bot or something
That's
because
a new one I haven't heard of. That's a good one.
yeah, I feel like it'd be complex, but it'd be pretty interesting to see if there's like some sort of Discord bot that you could implement that kind of like
Like oh, I'm searching for a scrim 7 o'clock,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
someone could like put okay, and then that's it. You match up.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's possible somehow. I
I
know
feel like it
before they
keeps
had the like a Google Doc or something you would write, but I felt like that became too hard after a while
yeah, 100%.
to
And
keep
and
track
it's
with.
and I feel like it'd be useful because there's sometimes where I'm already in a scrim, and then I go back and I check my Discord and I have messages from like 5 different people like asking me to scrim them like right now,
Yeah,
and I can't tell them in between a map like oh like I'm in a match right now. So I feel like with a scrim bot, if they see that I am already in a scrim, like they can not waste time waiting for me to respond or waiting
yeah,
for
that's
my team
true.
to respond, and they could find a different team to scrim.
That's a new one that I haven't heard. I like that one. Um, so last but not least, we get into the end of this. Let's get to know the man behind the controller. Tell the league, the fans about yourself.
My name's George or Jorge, Jorge, whatever, however you want to say. Like I really have no preference whatsoever. I'm 20 years old. I'm a student at the University of Florida. Go Gators, baby. I'm actually studying political science right now. On that pre-law track. Hopefully, I can become a politician one day, or a very successful lawyer, something interesting like that. Um, yeah, I mean, I just kind of spend my days, valuing my friendships and family, and playing Call of Duty for fun, and just going with the flow of life and see what happens.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's.
much, it's all that's interesting about me, to be honest. Like I'm just a
Hey
very
man, nah, that's
typical,
cool, man. That's typical.
uh, just a
All that
typical
stuff is
college
good.
student. Thank you, thank you.
So the last real question is, promote yourself. Where can everybody find you? Like, if you got a Twitter or a Twitch, you want everybody to follow, just shout yourself out.
Right, you can follow me on Twitter, which is FoolyCooly with 2 Y's and then an underscore at the end. Follow me on Twitch, it's XO_Jorge. And then if you want to follow my Instagram too, it's Jorge JORGE dot Carmona. It's like my full government name, CARMONA underscore. Just follow me on the gram. That's probably like that's probably the social media I'm most active on. So
All
come
right,
see what
man.
I guess.
I appreciate you coming on, man.
It's a
Thank you a
pleasure, man.
lot.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Uh, well then, hope you guys enjoy this episode with Fooly, this a staple in the scene of the CRL, and catch you next week.